Hi folks, welcome back to my channel, D versus Debt. This is D, and I'm here to show you my new budgeting planner. So I've been kind of overwhelmed with my regular planner that I have now. It's getting really beefy, like really packed. We're a quarter of the way through the year, and in that planner I'm tracking 3 different things. So, my expenses, my food intake and weight loss, personal stuff. So it was just getting to be too bulky, and I wanted something small and portable to use as my budget planner. So I downsized to the new Happy Planner Notes system. And so this is actually great because it's the right size, and you'll see in a minute why I'm so excited about it. But I can also take it with me and throw it in my car, take it to meetups, things like that, take it into the store if I need it. So this is just a lot easier and more portable. So with the coupon, I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought the pattern was so happy and cute, and then squeeze a day I thought was adorable because I'm squeezing my pennies and stretching my dollars. So I thought this was appropriate, and the colors came for some reason. Right now I'm currently obsessed with yellow. I burned myself out on blue, which is my favorite color. It was just, kind of silly, I guess, to have favorite colors. But right now I'm in the middle of a yellow phase. I'm just crazy about all things yellow. So when I saw this, I was just like, this is the one. I also like the paper that it came with. So let me show you, because the different planners that they have, the different Happy Planner Notes, each one has a different page layout. So let me show you just real quick. The one that it has right here is basically like a dot grid. I really like the dot grid look because you can use it to design a lot of different things and to help you line things up if you like that. So this is my current pay period. This is my current amount that I have in my cash envelopes. And I'm going to be using this, creating one of these pages for every single paycheck. But this is why I'm so excited about the size. So if you realize, this is a business envelope. It's a number 10 envelope, and it's the perfect size for this planner. So the planner is basically the size of a business envelope. And so the reason this is so exciting for me is that I can use it for my cash envelopes, and I can use it to keep my receipts. So basically all I did is I took this number 10 business envelope, and as you can see right now I have some receipts in there that I'm going to put away. And to reinforce it, before I punched it with my hole puncher, I just ran a strip of washi tape on both sides of the envelope. And this way, when it's inside here, it's a lot sturdier. It won't rip as much. So this is basically like reinforcing it. So I just ran the washi tape. I punched it in my arc punch. And then you can just put it into here really easily. You just pop it in. And you can take your envelopes in and out as you need them. So I can take the whole thing with me into the store and just slide my receipts in here. Or if I want to use this for my cash envelopes, then obviously I would make an envelope for every category. So I would have one envelope in here for food, one for gas, pets, etc. And I would have my money in here. Now to make it secure, you can just tuck in your envelope like, like this, and it should be fine. Or if you're worried about money falling out and you want a little bit of extra security, I just put a little paper clip there and everything stays in there just fine. So really excited about this size, thinking it's a good fit. And then this is basically where I've been spending all my fun money, my spending money. So on this side, this is basically like a fauxbonichi side, and I've been looking through the different fauxbonichi videos, the fauxbonichis. I like the size and the setup and the fact that you can basically create your own layouts, but for me, I can't do a fauxbonichi because the fact that that's a permanently bound notebook. And my fear, my stressor, I guess, is if I mess up a page, I'm stuck with it. I can't take it out because it's a bound notebook. So this is why I prefer using the Happy Planner to create a fauxbonichi, so a fake fauxbonichi, because I can take whatever pages I want in and out and rearrange them, and if I mess up a page, I can just toss it. So here I can lay down my stickers like inspirational quotes, or come up with my own layout and setup, trackers, things like that. So I really like putting my pages together that way, the flexibility of creating my page order and designs myself. So I thought these expense trackers would be good. I could have one for every cash envelope category. For example, this one would be just for my food expenses. And with my receipts, I can just line them up at the end of the pay period and see, how much I spent and where, These would mostly be cash because obviously I'm using my cash envelopes for them, but there are some expenses that I have to use, like for example my utilities. I use my card for those because they're automatically withdrawn. So you can kind of set up your own system. On the back is a bill pay checklist, and so this is where I could say, well, these came out of my credit card or my debit card instead of my cash envelope. So again, I created one for each cash envelope. And then there are so many different options with the Happy Planner that they're coming out for the note packs. So you can basically buy a pack of these and then put them together in whatever order makes you happy. So for me, I wanted to have a habit tracker. I really want to encourage myself to do no spend days. So by tracking the days, marking, like for example, let's say the 18th was a no spend day, I could check that off. And then looking back at the end of the month, I could count just really quickly how many no spend days I had and to see how well or how awful I happened to do that particular month or pay period. I also figure I can use, because I have this channel and my Instagram account for, you know, being accountable for my debts and all that, my debt progress and payoff. I could track when I post on Instagram, and I can track when I post on YouTube. So I'd be really curious to see, budget-wise, what would you guys track in these trackers? Because I really like these pages. I'm kind of thinking of using several per pay period. But for now, I think this one is the one that's going to help me do the most when it comes to being smart with my money. On the back of those pages, you have 1, 2, 3 marked off, and then note to self. So I think I could set these up so for like my top 3 goals for that particular pay period. Like number 1, put this much towards savings. Number 2, you know, pay this bill off, blah, blah, blah. So you can have like your top 3 goals here, and then little notes to yourself there. And then here, I like this particular setup. So, you know, the days are listed here. You can lay down some date stickers if you're not a fan of your own handwriting. And then in here, you can make notes to yourself. Like today, I had dinner with friends and I spent this much, or, you know, little quick notes to yourself. So you have, because it's a horizontal setup, you have a little bit more room to write with. So basically, that's the setup. There's also a check-off list at the back of this particular day. The only thing I didn't like about this day is, if you notice, and I kind of regret now buying it and opening it up and getting rid of this receipt because I can't return it, the Saturday and Sunday ones are so teeny tiny, so that's split into half. So I actually prefer this setup. However, the back of this page has just a regular lined notebook page, so you might be a fan of that or not. And this one, I actually prefer the checklist right here. I love making lists and checking them off as I accomplish things. So I actually like the back of this one, and I like the front of this one. So we'll figure out, you know, what system makes me happy. And I do like the dot grid lines right here. And so this is the filler paper that this particular notebook comes with. So it does in the corner say notes. So I figure I can just go in there and lay a sticker over it and then come up with my layout like I did with the first page right here. So this little Budget Like a Boss pug is actually covering up that note sticker. Now I also wanted to, besides using my envelopes to store cash and receipts, I also wanted to be able to keep things in here. So what I did is I went to the Dollar Tree and I created basically a little mini binder to go into here. So I literally cut the binder out of a regular notebook right here and sized it down to here. So the front you can use for like a dashboard. You can put like your sticky notes or whatever it is you want to have here. And then on the inside is where your first pocket is. And then here's your other pocket. Now in here I found in Dollar Tree a cute little checklist that's lemon themed as well. So it was just $1. On the back it had a magnet. So I just tore that back off and it fits really, really nice into here. And again, if you want on the back, you can use that as a dashboard. You can stick stuff to here and use that for whatever, so that it's just not, you know, blank space, unless you prefer that. It's, you know, up to you. And that's a great thing about it. We can all personalize it the way that we like. Now, because I'm planning to take this with me, like to have it in the car or to take it with me to the stores, I decided to also at Dollar Tree buy these little headband things to help keep these binders together. So for $1, you get a bunch of different colors of of these to choose from. So let's say you like this flashy metallic one. The nice thing about it is even though it's meant for your hair, you can pretty much use this to keep your binder together. So you just slide the headband onto here, and now this holds it securely into place. And so now you have, the ability to carry it around without having to worry about it flapping open or things slipping out. So anyways, I would love to hear your ideas. If you happen to be using this yourself for your budget planner, let me know how you're setting yours up. I, again, love the size and the idea of creating our own fauxbonichi and to be able to customize everything to our own liking. So super curious to hear your feedback and to hear your ideas about how to use the different note pages and things like that. Anyways, thank you for watching.